Hello, it is another episode of Jen and her jammies. So last week I was feeling emotionally, mentally, I felt uninspired, unmotivated, just generally pants, and something got me to go and look at my screen usage time. And for the previous 5 days, I had been on my phone for 5.5 hours or more each day. And I know that those 5.5 hours were not productive. They were not me putting posts up for business. I wasn't sending and writing emails. Like, I know that I was just scrolling mindlessly, like, put the phone down, put the phone back up. Same thing, looking at the same pictures, totally uninspired, totally unmotivated. So I decided on Thursday's my day off, I'm not going to use my phone as much as possible today, so I'm only going to send messages to Chris because he's away just now, speak to the people that I need to speak to, and not sit on social media and scroll for mindless hours. So at the end of that day I had a wee look to see what my screen time was, and it was 57 minutes, which was much better. The next day was the same. I did scroll for a little while on social media in that time because I had an hour to kill waiting to go and get an emergency optician's appointment, and I had walked around B&M in 15 minutes because there isn't much to do down in Springburn, and I had a parking space, so I didn't want to drive back up the road to drive back down and then have to try and maybe not get another parking space. So I sat in the car and people watched for a wee while, and then I ended up just going on my phone for about 10, 15, 20 minutes to kill a little bit of time there. But other than that, and then I continued this on again on Saturday and on again on Sunday, and yesterday was the first day that I kind of went on social media and had a little nosy around on it, and just didn't feel anything. Like, just the posts that I'm seeing are not posts that I want to see. I don't want to like them, I don't want to comment on them. I don't know what's going on with the algorithms, but I'm like, yeah, not interested. So I'm curious, and I'm putting out to other people, how long do you spend just mindlessly scrolling? And even find that when you go on and you scroll, you're looking at the same shit. Like, you go away for maybe an hour and you come back and you start scrolling and you're still just seeing the exact same posts and the exact same images, nothing's refreshed, or maybe you get a couple of new ads. So look at your screen usage time and ask yourself if that's okay. So yesterday I sat and read a whole book, and it's a book that I bought in 2014 that I was recommended to read by a lecturer at uni, and it's 10 Thoughts on Time. Which is quite ironic. I never made time to read it until now. And I read nearly the whole book yesterday, and I felt so much better having done that and not sat scrolling through my phone for hours and hours and hours. So have a look at your screen usage time and ask yourself, is that screen usage time actually productive time? Because some people do use their phones, they do email and text and message and put up important posts and maybe write their blogs or whatever, or read really important things or watching videos that are useful to them, and that's absolutely fine for using it. But if you are just mindlessly scrolling, ask yourself if that's okay, and is there something else that you would rather do with that time? And then just try, even for a day, to put your phone away and do something else with your time and see how you feel at the end of that day. I mean, after the first day I did feel better. After 4 days I felt so much better. I'm still dealing with issues with my Crohn's, and I still have a very swollen ankle, which is not anything to do with my screen time, but my mental health around those things is not where I would like it to be, because I'm feeling challenged by those things, but then I'm feeling even more challenged by being on the phone and not filling a good purpose. So that's what my wisdom is today, is to have a think about how much time, and when you catch yourself, is there something else that you can go and do instead? Can you put it down and pick up an actual book? Is there maybe a post that you can write that's more inspiring? Is there an article that you can read that's more inspiring than just the timeline, or sit and watch in stories, Instagram stories and IGTV for ages? And I know, ironically, this is where this is, but are you being inspired by what it is that you're watching, or are you just mindfully watching it to numb your brain so that you don't feel bored, but actually you feel more bored? I would love to know your comments on this, so pop a comment and be in touch.